Good afternoon, my lovelies. Long time no see. It is Friday, October 8th, 2021, and we are out here on the cusp of Dartmouth with Cole Harbour. We just got lost, so this is take number 2. I may throw Mark and I getting lost onto the other channel. So this here is the Portland Hills Transit Terminal. It is a beautiful 14 degrees Celsius, 57 Fahrenheit. And it is 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So if this place looks familiar, we did start a video here back in June where Mark and I walked the whole length of Portland Street down to the waterfront. But we're not going that direction today. We're going to go in the opposite. There goes the 61 bus. It goes from Preston all the way down to Scotia Square, where it turns into the number 14 St. Mary's. So it's a long route. I know I'm doing something bad, crossing when the light hand is flashing, but it wasn't a second ago, I promise. So for some strange reason, I don't know, it must be a long weekend, there's a lot of traffic at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Here in Canada, it is the Thanksgiving Day weekend. But Thanksgiving is always the first Monday in October. Okay. There's the little bridge where we just started the video. I had motivation today to come out and record just because last weekend I wanted to. I had 3 days off because the last day of September was the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. But that long weekend I ended up cleaning the apartment, and as some of you have known, kitty cat was sick. Max ended up having a UTI. So I stayed home with him because he was having little accidents, which happens. So I have 3 days off. I'm always off Fridays and Saturdays, but I also have Sunday off because I am working Monday. So looking straight ahead is Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. This is coming into, at this set of lights, is when Portland Street, Dartmouth, turns into Cole Harbour Drive. I figured I'd come out here, and people are going to say, oh geez, what's so special about Cole Harbour? Well, if you're a hockey fan, and you follow the NHL, you know that the captain of the Pittsburgh Penguins is from Cole Harbour. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about Sidney Crosby. Sid the Kid. Well, he's not that much of a kid anymore. And I haven't been out this way in a while. In a long while. I have an ex. I have two exes that live out this way, so I usually don't come back out this way. So this is just mostly a commercial strip. There is a Walmart out here. It used to be a small Zellers. Now it's just a small version of a Walmart. And there's restaurants and everything else. Very suburban. I would say Cole Harbour had a little population boost in the late 70s, early 80s with new subdivisions popping up. Oh, thank you. So this is where Cole Harbour starts and Dartmouth ends. I do have my wide angle lens on. I have my days where I'm in the mood for a wide angle lens and some days where I'm not. Today is just one of those days. Count yourself lucky. I mean, it came with my Pocket too, so may as well get my money's worth. I got to keep an eye on the light. That's looking up towards Caldwell Road. That will take you all the way out to Eastern Passage, going past CFB Shearwater and Morris Lake. There's a beach on Morris Lake, but it's October. I'm not going to the beach. And I don't like lake water. Yay, green light. So it is kind of sprawly out here. So if you can see that. I have it zoomed in as far as I can go, but it does say Cole Harbour, home of Sidney Crosby. And there's also a heritage farm over here as well, and that dates back, I want to say, like late 19th century, early 20th century, and it is a working museum. There is livestock on that little farm. There's also salt marsh trails out by the water. We won't be going anywhere near those today, but it does have a spectacular view. Maybe, hopefully, when the leaves start changing, we can head out. And my eyes are not deceiving me. If you can see what that gas price is, welcome to Nova Scotia on a long weekend when gas goes up to $1.41.6 a liter. That is a huge 6 cents jump from last night. We do get gouged when it comes to gas prices down here. I think probably we pay probably one of the highest fuel charges for your vehicles. Hence, I don't drive, so I don't have to worry about shelling out for gas money. But being a holiday weekend, this is what happens down here. Let me know in the comments where you are if they do the same thing, because they're guaranteed people traveling for a long weekend. So in this little strip mall where Walmart was, there's a Loblaws or a Superstore. There's a couple little pubs, pharmacy, pizza joint, veterinary office. Oh, and a drive-through Scotiabank. I figured I wanted to get out of the house today and do something, get some fresh air. It hasn't been a good week for me. So hey, fresh air and exercise are good to clear the brain fog. For those wondering, yes, I did do a live stream from home the other night, and I wasn't having a bad week because of the trolls that decided to bomb the chat. They just pissed me off. They didn't upset me, they just pissed me off. But my mod and I, we cleared them all out. Because, you know, I am a very good mod in other people's streams. So just to show where we've been, we are in Suburbia. Kara's Urban Day Spa. If you can't travel south, let us be your escape. We have the Palladium, which is a family restaurant. They say it's a family restaurant. I've been there a couple of times. The food's good. It's not a busy restaurant. I was there pre-COVID. It's probably one of those types of restaurants when you're over a certain age group and you're still considered a baby boomer. That's your type of place. I'm Gen X all the way, man. We're the cool generation. I know it's windy. I do have my little muff over my mic. I apologize if it does give interference, but I cannot apologize for the weather or the wind because I do not control it. Because if I could, I would. So these are typical of apartment buildings. Oh, I can zoom. I thought I was all zoomed in. Okay, these are like your typical Halifax apartments. They're all low rise, obviously, for being out in the suburbs. Now, rent on this side of the harbour is significantly cheaper than being on the peninsula of Halifax. I think an average price out here for a 2-bedroom with utilities is probably about $900 to maybe $1,100 depending on the building and what amenities are included. Oh, we have a dumpling house? Sorry. It's called East Coast Dumpling House. And we got Port City Coffee. See, we have a lot of strip malls or little plazas. Now, this place here advertising the iced coffee at Leonida's. That is from Brussels. And this is their only location in Atlantic Canada. I had a friend of mine, she lived in Brussels. She's from Fredericton. And she lived in Brussels and gifted me with a box of their chocolates from their store up there. So it was really nice to know that they opened a location here. Bevy's on a diet. Bevy can't have Belgian chocolate. Urgh. I know. Erie Vibes Bar and Grill, but Erie is spelt with an I. That's kind of weird. I would not want to name a bar. Oh, hold on. See, I wasn't paying attention. I was like looking around and my whole horizon just went, whoo. See, this is what happens. I'm out of practice. They said it was going to be like riding a bike. They lied. So we got the Brass Rail. That is a restaurant, not a strip club. Right next to a Burrito Jack's. That's where I get my girthy burritos. Not from this location, but the one that's in downtown Halifax. Got a place here called the Two Boys Smokehouse Meats and Deli, which is next to a Tale Thai. I think I've walked past 3 gas stations. We have your neighborhood home hardware. This one here is a building center, so you can get your lumber. Oh, and they install heat pumps. Heat pumps is a big thing down here. So a lot of the older places don't have AC built in. So you get a heat pump. My parents have heat pumps at their home. 2 of them, one for the basement in the rec room and one up on the main floor. I grew up in a bungalow. It was a 1-story house. And they also have one at the cottage. And over here, there goes kiddo, is another shopping plaza with a Sobeys, Canadian Tire, there's an NSLC, your Tim Hortons, because, you know, you gotta have a Tim Hortons. So Cole Harbour Drive does turn into a secondary highway, which is the 207. So it's going to be closed in sections because, you know, it's construction. Little Caesars is looking for help wanted. Remember back in the 90s, there used to be Blockbuster Video there. So an ex of mine, we used to get our movies there. Back when it was scandalous that I was 24 dating a 33-year-old. 9 difference isn't that bad. He was older. But who really was the more mature one of the relationship? So this road will take you out to Colby Village, which is a subdivision. It always reminded me of the neighborhood that was either in E.T. or Poltergeist, because it had that look about it. And about 25 years ago, they built the Mormon temple that is there. That is the one for Nova Scotia. That's their main one. I'm not a Mormon. I don't understand the religion. The only thing I know is something about green jello, and they wear sacred underwear. So we are going to cross when we can. This is Forest Hills Parkway. This connects Cole Harbour Road to the main street in Dartmouth. I won't be going along it because there's nothing really to see. It's just residential. There's a high school and a community rec center and another Sobeys at the other end. So what we'll do, we'll just backtrack on the other side of the street and go back up to where we were. Now, there are a lot of military families that do live out in Cole Harbour because of its close proximity to CFB Shearwater. And we got the bird chirping that tells me I can cross. You got lots of time, honey. Thanks. I think 3 cars could have gone through the light, but she waited. Ooh, Cracker Barrel cheese is on for $4.97 at Sobeys. Those are those great big long, like 500 grams, like a pound of cheese. I usually don't go to Sobeys. Only if they have something really good on sale that I need. It's expensive down here. And it's from down here. We'll let the car go. Okay, he's gonna let me go. See, you try to be nice. Look at that. Just gonna, oh, I thought the guy with the dog was coming behind us. How long have we been walking, Marky? What'd you say?
much 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Total time.
Since we left the bus terminal?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't see my view screen. I got a glare. Oh, in that shopping plaza where Zoe's was a Mary Brown's. You know, she's got the best legs in town. So said their jingle back in the 80s. So, just a few moments ago, we were just across the street. Somebody's going through the car wash. So I think what I'm gonna do is end my video, because I do have errands to run while I'm over on this side of the harbor, not in Cole Harbour, down in Dartmouth Crossing, and Kiddo wants to go to Micmac Mall, so I'm probably going to be ending the video as soon as I get past this driveway. I'll just stop here at this planter box with the pretty little plants. So yes, I do have links down below if you want to support my channel. I have links to my PayPal as well as Patreon memberships. And on my main page you can get channel memberships. It's fall. It's my favorite time of year, so I really want to get out and show the beauty of fall in Nova Scotia. And with my PayPal, I'm doing donations that will help out with my trip to Toronto. I am going up in 2 weeks on the 22nd of October. So it's to celebrate my channel's 1-year anniversary on the 23rd, because that was when I posted my very first video. So any type of support that you want to do for the next 2 weeks, everything will be going towards that trip. And then after that, it just goes back into the channel so I can get a new gimbal, because I'm having issues with my Osmo 3. So even the other night when I was streaming, I had it plugged in the whole time. That's why I was in my room, because I don't trust it right now because it's been sucking through the battery. Anyway, on that note, I am going to sign off and hop on the bus, get out to where I have to go and do my errands. Mark's going to go to the mall and walk around and check things out, and I'm going to meet up with him later. Then we're going to have pizza tonight for supper. Well, he is. I don't know what I'm going to have. Probably salad, because, you know, diet. So anyway, my lovelies, you have a wonderful day. Stay safe where you are. Wear your mask, wash your hands, all that fun stuff, because we are still in a pandemic. And I will see you next time on my next video. Bye.